Now we're going to model the elements in this one area, but first let's bring up some toolbars. First we're going to bring up the clipping toolbar, and next we're going to bring up the modeling tools toolbar. And these are both will help us further define the area. First, let's crop out a section that we wish to model. Using the clipping tools, we'll draw out a rectangular box, and we're going to clip the point clouds outside of this area so we can better see what's inside the clip region. We're going to start some modeling of the pipes in this area. We're going to do this by using an assisted modeling tool. First, we're going to create a project and then the data structure to allow us to insert the items that we'll be modeling in the tree. We're going to work on what's called a pipe segment. Next, we're going to bring up the assisted modeling tool. We're going to create ANSI straight piece of catalog fit piping. We're going to pick on the point cloud, and from that pick we can see that we've automatically inserted a pipe. Next, we're going to pick on the next section of point cloud and the next section and automatically region grow these cylinders, these ANSI catalog cylinders. Next, we're going to connect them with elbows. We're going to use the connection tool to do this. All we have to do is pick on the 2 points on the end of the pipe, and an elbow will be automatically inserted. And we'll do the same on the other side and insert an elbow there. First, let's manipulate this one section of pipe and move it back here, and then use the connection tool to then pick on one point, then the next point, then the elbow will be inserted. All of the catalog parts that are created are ANSI catalog items, and then nominal diameter, catalog item, and so forth are shown. I'm going to bring the points back, and then we're going to model in the next area. I'm going to draw another rectangle around the next section, delete the points outside the section. Here we go. And then we're going to extend this one pipe down past the valve point. We're going to extend the pipe down and insert an elbow on the end of this pipe. Going to do this by using the connect tool, right-clicking, and then selecting elbow. Then we're going to move this elbow into place, and you'll see the pipe come with it as we extend the elbow downward using the manipulate tool. Just click on the asset, and then it moves down automatically. Next, we'll add a straight piece of pipe. And then we'll start working on the valve. We select on the asset basically an insert point for the valve. Then we'll select an orientation of the valve. And then we right click and choose Flange Valve Wheel. The flange assembly is attached, and that gets inserted. And then we'll nudge this asset into place using the manipulate tools. We'll select on the flange area, move the flange down into place, and with it the rest of the assembly. Move it down. You can see how we're moving it where it belongs, and how the whole assembly moves down with it. It's quite convenient. Then we'll adjust the wheel into place. Make sure it's there. And then the rod for the wheel will move down into place. There we go. So it's quite easy to manipulate assets once they've been placed. Next, we want to add a check valve into this one area. We're going to delete outside. The points outside. We're going to rotate around. Now first, we've got to add a flange on the end of it, and then move the flange into place using the manipulate tool. Just pull the flange over into place, let go. There we go. And next, we're going to add a check valve. That gets inserted, and now we're just going to rotate it into place. This is quite simple. It's simply by selecting the manipulate tool and selecting the end of the snap wheel, and then it'll rotate into place. Notice how we snap in segments of 30 degrees. We just snap it up to 90 to snap it into position there. And then we're just going to lower the top of the check valve down so it matches the points. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to put the rest of the assembly on the other end of the check valve. Use the connect tool. Click on a connection point. Right click. Insert a flange. There we go. Insert a straight piece. And then we could actually determine the length of the straight piece by bringing up the properties box and inserting a length. This is another way you can manipulate the length of something. Say apply. Say it's going to adjust the assets. Accept. And then what we're going to do is we're going to attach an elbow by clicking on the assembly point, putting an elbow into place. There we go. And then we can put a straight on the end of that to finish up this part of the assembly.